What's good? It's your dog, the Urban Juggernaut, Sean Black. We're back at another episode of the Back House. No longer say podcast. We strictly YouTube right now. Back House YouTube show. Once again, I'm your host, the Urban Juggernaut. The Back House is for positivity, everything going on good in the community. Good things. Come on to our show. Whatever message you got, we respect. Race, religion, gender, man. Push all that aside because we need the community to hear great things. We're going to have some shows, we're going to have a little fun too, but first and foremost, let's promote all the great causes and great unity we have in the community, businesses coming up, things like that, of that nature. Without further ado, we are back at part 2 on the Quincy Reese Jr. update. And one thing I said on the last podcast is I'm going to change it up. I said, rest in peace, Quincy Jr. I'm going to throw that out, and from now on, the next episode, we're going to say, long live Quincy Jr. Because Quincy is not resting. Quincy is up, and he's working through us, through his father, through all the great things that are about to happen in the community. We lost him here physically, but Quincy is not resting. He's working through this podcast, this show. He's working especially through his father, his family, because we are not letting this legacy go. It is just the beginning, and it's about to take off. Without further ado, once again, my man, his dad, Quincy Reese. Welcome back. Thank you for welcoming us back to the great, yes sir, Florence Fresh.
Yeah.
Florence Fresh. It's about to be opening things like that. Stay following, along with the many other businesses he has. Without further ado, Quincy. Last time we didn't get to. We kind of keep the podcasts in a great little range, so we don't, sometimes we have two things too long. People kind of wander off or don't get interested. So I broke it down. So last time we talked about the situation. You were able to clear up a lot of the false. What I originally brought this up for, the false rumors, making sure that you get your message out about his passing. Johan Epps came here. He represented you guys' friendship. What you guys? Yes, sir.
District 8.
Yes, sir. District 8. Remember, vote for Johan Epps when you see that name. And we wanted to get, the passing out of the way. Give the right information. Let the world know how you feel. What's really going on. We gave you a chance to say what you had to say. And once again, like I said, myself, this show is not monetized yet, and that's why I came to Q, because it's from the heart. There is no monetization that are coming from these episodes. We are not there yet. One day we'll be, but that's my legit homie. I don't want any money from what's going on. So, on a better note, long live Q. Let's talk about today the things that are coming. They're about to come in Q's memory. Quincy, let us know some of the great things.
A couple of great things is about to come. I'm going to sit with Isaac Bryan. He's going to come sit with me, and we're going to create a bill to be proposed next year. Before that happens, I'm going to speak to the kids in my community and speak to the kids at school. I want to hear their perspective of what should happen if a situation like this ever happens. I want to hear both sides, which means the kids that don't go to school and the kids that are in school. They come to me now, so this might be the message. I can get to them directly. So that's what's coming next, which is a bill to be proposed for next year. A daycare is coming as well in honor of Quincy, because we talked about him owning his own daycare one day. He knew how much I loved him. So he was already preparing to give that same love out when he had his own kid. So the daycare was kind of like his baby. Dad just put that on paper. It's called Q's Daddy Daycare Center. Look forward to that. Quincy has a book, animation kids book that's coming out. That'll be done within a week. That's what's coming. Netflix is in the works with me. That's coming. Quincy wrote down a short movie, short story about me and him. How we have a disadvantage in our community. The father's not being there sometime. So Quincy created a story, but his situation was kind of different, and it kind of molded him into the person he grew up to become. So yeah, it's a lot of things that's coming, but those are just a few.
It's crazy. Doubling back, what made you just go so hard as a father? Like I've heard stories, but like I said, shout out to the Bar Ball. I like
Real
his
talk.
story.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Ball.
I don't care what nobody has to hate on him. Jesus, man.
You crazy if you don't understand that power.
Yeah. Big
Three
shout
sons.
Yeah. Big shout out to my father too. Rest in peace. We lost him October. Those good dads. But we heard your background before. You know, you were in this. So we one of those guys that before we knew each other. I didn't know so many mutual friends. Like we knew before we even met.
Yeah.
You know, is he Alton running around? I'm Alton, he's the baby.
Yeah.
Big shout out Alton.
And I'm much younger too. So it's like
and Alton and Aaron and all those guys, man. But doubling back, what made you just go so hard? Because you had a baby at such a young age. Like I remember you first told me we were young. I was like, son, I'm like, you know, probably the ladies man back then, you know. And to just, I remember it was nights, and I should have been working too. It was nights. I'll be on Facebook doing something on Facebook. You was doing night shifts and all that. What made you go so hard and to create the dangle, the like old boy said, almost like, nobody perfect but God, but you had just a very just genuine, almost perfect son.
Yeah, you can actually, that's a good description.
Yeah.
But what made me go so hard was the fact that I didn't have that. I didn't have what Quincy had. Quincy had someone that just so happened to give time when there was needed. You know what I'm saying? To the child who's thirsting for your time. You know? So, I mean, normally when you have your first kid, and it's a boy, I mean, come on. Why wouldn't you not want a son? You know, to love you. I was blessed the fact that he was my firstborn. And he grew up to be 6 feet. I mean, it's not easy raising a kid, but I had a village, you know? I had a village. He had 2 grandmothers, 2 loving parents. He had a great-grandmother, 2 of them. He had a church family. He got an uncle that he want to call his brother versus his uncle. His name is Jameer. I'm gonna bring him next time too. That's somebody you would want to interview as well. That's my little brother, you know. So me and my little brother, life is kind of it did evolve around Quincy because he was the firstborn. So we did everything to accommodate him for not being around here chilling. You know, that's how that was. So what made me go so hard is that I didn't have no daddy. And once again, I didn't know what I was doing. I just gave him the time that I was missing. You know, kind of still missing it now, and he's still alive. I don't know my dad like that at all, really. He could walk past me, I wouldn't know. But Quincy, it's a different. I was trying to break a cycle, and the fact that I had him early, and I know for a fact that I didn't do it by myself. So God has control of all of this. And he had the right people around me to help me get to my son the way he is now. You know, daddy had to go work. You know what I'm saying? So let me pay to have you in all these programs to keep your minds going. You know? I made sure that the mama, you didn't have to worry about that. You ain't worry about no haircuts. Don't worry about none of that. Just whatever you can, boom. Other than that, the fees, I got you. You know what I'm saying? It's not just my baby, it's yours too. You know what I'm saying? So it was help. It was just, you know, it was me being a father, you know, like sacrifice. I had to sacrifice some things, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that we met the way we met, dude, because I was able to bring Q there and experience a whole nother summer every summer. Mm-hmm. So where he's not out here chilling. You at work with me and you having fun. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Joni. Because she never did trip on me. She never did say he couldn't come or nothing. She just let him go right on in. And she also gave me that job. So shout out to Joni. Southwest College.
Southwest College.
Young Scholar Youth Camp Program.
Joni was tough, but she gave a lot of young black kids jobs.
Absolutely.
This summer.
And she fought for them kids. They didn't want that program there.
Yeah.
Which is, it don't make no sense when you got all that space. It don't make no sense.
Talk about it. Yeah.
Hey, Joni, thank you. You gave me the experience. Yeah. And you gave my son experience too.
Yeah. There was a lot of kids, and then the fact you were able to, even if you weren't from the program, there were certain points where you can just pay for a kid to go on a field trip.
Yeah, but see, I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't know that because I was, you know,
yeah. I didn't know that, yeah. So, yeah.
Because think about it, what I do is, in the morning when I wake up, when I was working there, Q go to school, I get him, go to camp, time to go to, I drop Q off, then I go to school at Southwest. Mm-hmm. Then from Southwest, it's time to work at the camp. Mm-hmm. Q got picked up either by his mama, my granny, his great granny, so I had that help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The women played a hell of a part. They always do. I had that help. Then from the Southwest College, I go to the airport. So summertime come around while Q is in these programs. Oh, now you had to work with that. And we having fun. I mean, come on. Like, we do is having fun all day. What do you mean?
Yeah, I remember the airport, yeah.
All day. And I did that for until maybe he was like, maybe 11. Yeah. And from 11, I've been at the post office. Making investments here and there. As you can see, you in one of them. This came from me going to the post office. So I had to miss a couple of games. You know what I'm saying? But mom was there. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah.
I need new shoes, ankle braces. Ooh, no problem. Let me go get it because I'm working. Now I got you, no problem. I see you when I get off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Here I come to the game. I'm at as many as that God allowed me to go to.
Another beautiful thing is, I like I said, I got to meet him sporadically, but he looked like the type of kid that didn't always want. Like, I can't see him like, I want this, I want this, I want this.
Nah,
it seemed like you provided, and
I gave him security.
Yeah.
I gave him security. If he needed something new, all he had to do was just ask. But whatever he had at that moment, he gonna run it till there's no more. Yeah. Then he gonna ask.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
And I try to spoil him like, man, you supposed to be fresh on the court, man. What's up, man? What's up? But then again, I can't live. That was me trying to live through him. He's just already humble like that. No, he's just cool. But when I need him, got you, no problem.
Y'all hear that?
And that's how it happened. That's how easy it was. It was communication. You know what I'm saying? You tell me how you feel. Tell me what you need. I mean, you had your own credit card. You always had an Uber, so you had your own private driver to go where you wanted.
Wow.
That's it.
Yeah, like I said, you see him. I got to check out his social medias and things, and he wasn't on there. You know, and not the kids. If you feel like you're gonna do it, I'm not saying you bad for doing it. I never seen him like with some chains and doing wild stuff.
Yeah, but he tried to. I said, take that shit down.
Come on.
You ain't seeing me doing that. Take that shit down.
Yeah. No. All it does is bring, all great attention as you see, you know, for what happened to just haters, bro.
Right, but kids be kids, man.
Yeah.
Kids is kids. They want to show, they want to take pictures of little money. And
yeah.
I get it, you know.
I did it.
I did it before too. I get it.
And I was broke as a joke. I just happened. I put a whole bunch of ones and something to get out to. Yeah. I went to Slots and Swap Meet, got my grill. A little $20 grill.
It's you live and learn, man. You live and learn. But he had a dad that say, cut that shit out. Yeah. You got college looking at you.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So that's you know, that's the bond we had. We still have it. You know, I went to speak to him this morning. You know what I'm saying? Starbucks in the morning like we normally do. Not normally, but when he wants Starbucks, it's good Starbucks. I went and got the same drink. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm talking to him still. So yeah.
As far as healing with death, it's just crazy. Is like I said, I lost my father in October. He's one of my best friends, and due to some family, like I said, I ain't even seen the ashes, but I ain't gonna. One day we'll talk about that on here. But I'll say one thing because people need to hear about death and coping. Because when my dad died, I went into depression, gained a lot of weight. I was doing well, gained a whole gain of weight. I'm sure you see from footage. I see you guys see that. So I'm back on it again. But you gotta say, okay, you know, you can cry, but that depression, you can't lose yourself. It'll swallow you up. And for sure, one of the great things that I started doing, I was like, you know what? Let me do some of my dad hobbies. I did karaoke. I was terrified to get karaoke. My dad loved it. And it's almost like you can connect with their energy. And my dad used to like to eat, take his lunch, because he was a probation officer in Torrance. He'd go eat his lunch by the beach. He would listen to Sade and smooth jazz. I started doing that. I started crying. Like, wait a minute, this is good. Like, it feel like you watching those, you can really feel their spirit.
Yeah.
So as you heard right now, going through death and things like that, dude, you're the person. Get their activities in. You know, it's all part of big healing.
I take the pain and put it into what I'm doing for him. That's why you guys see all these things happen. I know some of you wonder like how he had time to do this and he goes to work. It's just to do it. Ain't no need to. It's never going to be a perfect time. Just do it.
Cry it out. Yeah. Cry it out and keep pushing for it. Your person.
Right. You're going to cry regardless. There is no healing with situations like this. It's coping with it all through your life.
One thing I didn't mention is Q has 2 other babies.
Yeah.
So
5 and 6.
Yeah. If you can share the light on how you helping them cope, and what are your future plans with them?
My future plans with them. Well, starting with Dallas. Dallas plays all 3 sports, just like Quincy. He's like a baby genius. He don't mind talking about his emotions. He processes what you tell him before he gives you an answer. He has talents that the pain that he's dealing with has brought out talents I didn't even know he had until he showed me. Baby girl is a cheerleader. She do gymnastics. Every time I look in her eyes, it warms me. I know she's hurting too. You know, she told me she wanted to be a police officer. Well, she told her mom. Then she told me. She said she wanted to be a police officer to find the guys that did this to Q. She's 5. Her name is Harmony. Harmony has a big heart. You know, she's one of those type of little girls to where it's gonna be easy to make friends. You know, when her and Dallas get together, it's nonstop. So, guess who has to run and play with him nonstop? Me. And I don't mind. I love doing it. Deron, which is Quincy's stepbrother, he's played basketball, he played football, and he's good. I also had him a couple of times go out to the sand dune with me and Q. I got it on footage. When he's a little boy. And he's awesome. So I got all superstars. You know, I got an older daughter named Giari, which is my wife's daughter. She's quiet though. She's a little bit quiet, so I'm moving toward her next and trying to get that out. What she's holding in, because she's dealing with the loss too. And she wrote a note to Quincy that had me in it. So I have her even closer to my heart too, because she's the oldest. So yeah.
Boy got a family, man. I remember one time I didn't see Q, but I was working out at Van Ness Park. I remember we had the baby, had a little dog. Yeah. I was like, hey, Q don't play no game with them babies, boy.
Nah, man. Nah. But yeah, man, that's what's keeping me going with the babies. That's my main focus. Is to give them the same love that I was giving my son and more.
And these are the stories I want you to hear about black parents and black fathers, black mothers. Once again, let's push the good. I'm not going to drop any names, but we all know there is just a few couples on these social medias and TVs, and they're showing the parenting and things like that, and they're getting these ratings and views, and they should not be getting. We're just gonna keep it there because God is gonna. Sometimes it takes growth and things. God's gonna work with everybody. But please, TMZ, what's this? Hollywood Unlocked, all these. Push. Can we get more stories on the positive? That's all I'm asking. Especially our African American bloggers. These hard-working parents, the parents is getting up, the parents is running, the parents are taking care of other people's children. My ex had two, and I treated them like they're my own because I wanted them to get that experience. No matter what me and her situation with her was, I still wanted to get that experience of, you're not mine. Right. Like, no. Yeah, if I'm with her, you my kids too.
Right, it's a package deal.
Yeah, I don't have kids. One day.
Yeah.
It's like right one day.
I took it as a package deal. You know what I'm saying? There is no I love you more type situation. If you need me in that moment, I'm there. So it's never been it shouldn't be no competing, and there never was that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now he's to my side, He called me instead of mine.
Yeah.
He calls me dad. I got you. So yeah. It's a package deal, man.
Heck yeah. And no matter what, one of my great memories is no matter what, where you from, what race, celebrate your black male buddies. It ain't always got to be at the gentleman's club, this, that, and the other. Yeah. When you make those milestones, celebrate, push each other. One of my now favorite memories is when Q invited me and my ex-fiance to that mansion, and we were popping bottles. And remember that night, man?
Yeah, that was for my wife's birthday.
Yeah. We got to celebrate. Yeah. Just living it up and being from the hood, just overlooking the views, and all that. Yeah. So I say that to black men, especially. It ain't always got to be at the local gentleman's club. It ain't always got to be at the nightclub or the pool party, whatever. Go to a nice restaurant. Get that tomahawk steak.
Actually, I got something even better than that.
What's that?
Get together with your buddies that have kids and y'all all go somewhere.
Come on.
You know what I mean? You can rent a party bus to go function. Rent a party bus to take y'all to Raging Waters or John's. It's a gang of fathers with their kids.
I've seen a lot of races do it too.
Yeah.
We can pull up, like you said, Raging, John's Incredible. Somewhere
to where the kids all in one place and when the dads is right next to them.
Ooh, you know what I got to experience? Even though my parents didn't work? We all went camping. That was a mind-blowing experience.
That was dope before.
We some black families out there in the mountains, cabins.
In the mountains.
Yeah, we used to go to the spot in You know, San Bernardino got mountains and cabins, like, you know, but that's us. We went out there to the cabins, and we only YMCA used to have, like, come on YMCA, come back. We used to go to their camp every Memorial Day weekend, go up into the cabins and have sing-alongs, and we were black kids from Inglewood, Compton, and we were the only black families, but, you know, they treated us like love. We had caught lizards and marshmallow fires and built fires. And
so I'm glad you said that. So those after school programs, after school programs is what I'm going to bring into the daycare as classes.
Come on.
Exactly what you just said. They're going to experience that campfire. They're going to experience the dissect, all kinds of lizards, all that. Get their mind going. Like, they're going to be able to choose what they want to do after they learn that reading and writing and arithmetic, that math. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as soon as the bell hit, you got anything to choose your mode. What's your mode today? No one going to bother you because it's going to be someone specific just waiting for you to go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you said that because they're going to be able to experience all that.
There's a lot of old traditions that do need to come back. Like I said, I'm 39. A lot of fun stuff we little. You know, we got the cell phones when the games, and we used to have to create. He was there before cell. Yeah, Jason, we used to have to create fun and activities, and we need to put the tablets down, put the switches down, put the PSPs down for a second, turn off them phones. Let's try this, because there's a lot of great things that I like pre-cell phone that can come back. Yeah,
that's what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for that funding to bring after-school programs back so they can put that phone down. You know what I'm saying? Everything is funding. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is. It's funding to bring after-school program, to give them something to do. Because it's a whole nother world outside the phone. You know, it's hands-on stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's no after-school programs over here.
Very little.
It's either you playing sports. Streets is just right there. You know? So, yeah.
Very few. So, we're not going to close, but we're going to go step outside. We're going to tell you a little bit more about Florence Fresh, and show you the great mural we have, and talk about the food and everything that we got going here. We got to get it right, y'all. Like I said, I'm almost there, but eating better again. And Q has, like I said, he's going to put me on to the sea moss and things like that. So we're going to show you a little something. All right, we'll be right back. Peace. Hey, what's good? So we back. We outside right now. So outside of this amazing building, we got a picture of the great Dr. Sebi. Now, like I told you earlier, he put me on to him and the food. You might have seen him in various documentaries. Nipsey was preaching about him before his passing. Share a little light on why Florence Fresh is really pushing Dr. Sebi's legacy.
He pushed eating fruits and vegetables from the Bible, from the garden. So someone introduced me to him. I went to a friend's birthday party, and I was dealing with eczema real bad. My eczema was really coming out because I was stressing as well. And I've been to so many doctors where they just put the Band-Aid over the problem that I'm trying to get fixed. So I was introduced to his grandson named Isaac. If I'm saying Isaac. Isaac said, "I got something for you. Yeah, clear that up." I said, "No, you won't." Because too many doctors told me it's impossible. It's based on my stress level. Well, he gave me some and I took. I've been hooked ever since, and it's been working ever since. I have more energy. I have more energy to chase my son, to chase all my kids and do other tasks and things like that. So it healed my skin. I drink a lot more water than I did at the time. I eat better. You know, I study him. You know. I want to go to the village. It's in Honduras. I'm planning on taking my family there because I think it's other things that I need to be. It's not just I need a whole body detox. I just want to go to his village to do it.
Heck yeah.
So yeah.
And I appreciate that. And right here, this beautiful space, Jason's panning up. We're gonna see Q's legacy, his face everywhere. How do you feel about that, man? This is something you brought up. How would it feel to you to finally see the mural start? Because we want to see Q's face. You got, like I said, there's a possible Netflix deal. It's impossible, and it's gonna start here. How do you feel about that?
I want everybody to see the kid I raised. He was the perfect me. You know, he just had a daddy that cared and didn't mind giving him all his time. I manifest him, and God gave exactly what I asked him for. So I want everybody to see God's gift.
Oh man! So as we're gonna close out. This is part 2 of we're gonna call this the Justice for Quincy series. I'm your host, the Urban Juggernaut, Sean Black. One more time, you want to give everybody where you at, where to find you?
You can follow me on Instagram, DoYouQ, DoYouQ. Follow us at Quest HDA 2.0. That's my son clothing line. If you have any questions, I answer every question. Just DM me and talk to me. It's okay, no problem. That's about it.
Like and click subscribe. Check out our old library of pro wrestling. Check out the old library of all the interviews. I am your host, one more time, the Urban Juggernaut, Sean Black. Long live Quincy. We out. Peace.
Yeah, live like Q. #.
There you go.